Hello, everybody, and welcome to the second day of Flame Fatales 2023, benefiting Malala Fund. Thank you so much for tuning in. We are so happy to have you here with us, watching some amazing speedruns and supporting an incredible cause. And with that, I'd like to share a message from Malala Fund. Malala Fund is working for a world where every girl can learn and lead. Traditional approaches aren't cutting it. At this moment, nearly 130 million girls are out of school. Even more are in school, but not learning. That's why Malala Fund is focused on accelerating progress, challenging systems, policies, and practices so all girls can access 12 years of free, safe, quality education. Inspired by Malala and Ziauddin's activist roots, Malala Fund believes that local educators and activists provide the greatest insight, innovation, and energy needed to address barriers that keep girls out of school in their communities. Through the Education Champion Network, Malala Fund invests in their work so they can scale their efforts and leverage their collective power to create broader change to make it easier for all girls to learn. We have some incredible games lined up for you folks today, starting with Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories, 15-card mod on the PS2 by Skybilz, which we are just setting up right now and we'll be getting to very shortly. After that, we have an amazing any percent run of Kirby's Dream Land by Bloopa. And then we have Go-Go Hamster Chef, Inbounds on PC by Charbunny. So we got a great day starting off for you for day 2 of Flame Fatales. We also had some wonderful donations coming in over the night. Thank you so much. We have $25 from Robert, who says, I don't know what the Pokemon commission by LLK looks like, but I want it. Yes, LLK is an amazing artist, and there are some fantastic prizes that y'all can win, and we have a bunch of them that just opened up today. So make sure to head over to the Games and Quick website and check out some of those prizes. For example, we have a signed Inscription floppy disk that was signed by the creator of the game Inscription, which is an amazing game. And it's got a key for every platform, so Steam, Switch, PlayStation, Xbox, as well as a mysterious message. That is a $10 minimum single donation. And if you enter, give us a $10 minimum single donation starting right now, you'll be entered in to win that prize. I do not know what this mysterious message is. I'm super curious. If you win, if you could please share that out on social media or something, what that message is. I don't know. Or maybe it's secret and only the winner gets to know it. So I'm super curious about what that message is. We also got a $20 donation from MVH with no comment. Thank you so much for your generous donation to Malala Fund. And y'all, we cannot forget about some of these great incentives that we have. Right now, we have a super fun bid war open up for that upcoming run of Kirby's Dream Land by Bloopa. We have a bid war for the game color palette. So right now, we have some pride options for y'all for that game color palette. We have trans pride, ace pride, bi pride, lesbian pride, non-binary pride. And right now, trans pride is in the lead. But any donation right now could sway that. We also had some more donations that came in over the night. We had $25 from Hi that says, amazing runs. What an awesome first day. That was such a great first day. So many wonderful runs, and we have got a stack schedule for y'all for day 2, so get excited. We also had $156 from Shoujo come in overnight saying, amazing run, amazing cause, nice work, everyone. Thank you so much for your wonderful donation towards Malala Fund. All right, and with that, I think we are ready to go with our first run of day 2. Everybody, I hope you are so excited. For our first run of the day, we have Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories on the PS2 by Skybilz. Take it away whenever you're ready, Skybilz.
Hello everyone, how are you doing? I'm Skybilz and this is Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories 15 card mod. I am here with leggystarscream and we got a lot of dueling to do, y'all. So let's get this started in 3, 2, 1, go!
Yeah, so we're going to get started. This is Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories. If you have played Yu-Gi-Oh! At all, like actually learned the rules of the actual card game, this will look vaguely familiar, but it's sufficiently different that we'll have to explain a fair bit of the rules as we go.
Yeah, and we just did the first skip of the run. You just saw it. This is tech skip, so we're missing Ancient Egypt 1 in order to do this, so we are skipping a ton of duelists. That's kind of a nerve-wracking input in the marathon route, just because if you hit it, you have to reset the run because you have to do all of Egypt 1. So we already did the first nerve-wracking thing, huzzah. But yes, this is important to note that this is a marathon route, so this is not what an RTA route would look like. We would have to be resetting decks for maybe up to hours if we are unlucky. We can't do that in a marathon. We have to go fast. So this has been a pre-vetted deck. It is not the best deck I could have. For every single run I do, keep resetting a deck until I find something that works, not necessarily what the best deck is. Why? Because I like to leave everyone in suspense, right? We can't have everything be super easy. And again, I just want to say I am honored to have Leggy here, leggystarscream here on comms with me. Just such a good friend. Very much appreciate Leggy's support. And we're actually going to be doing a tiny tutorial on A-teching once we get to that point, because I told Leggy, you should totally play this.
Oh yeah. But for now, we are mashing through text boxes, though I think we're getting ready for our first duel.
Well, so the object of this is opposite from the rest of the game. You're actually supposed to lose this as quickly as possible. Why? Because if you do win, and it's very hard to win here, Haishin is a very bad sport. So you cannot proceed with the game till you lose to Haishin because, you know, it's forbidden memories. It's like, okay, you gotta learn to lose, unfortunately.
Yeah. So, that was definitely a play versus your little man-eater bug.
Yep. So we're just gonna have the buggy finish us off here, and then we can go into the next scene. Now, the way in which you know that this is okay is instead of getting the traditional game over screen, we're gonna go into immediately another cutscene, meaning that, okay, this is part of the story. You're supposed to lose to Haishin. When we see Haishin again, Haishin will again not be nice. So let's hope that's the only time we see the lose screen on Haishin today.
Look, we all know Haishin's a jerk. But if there's one thing you walk away from this run, Haishin is a jerk.
Oh, yes. Hey! First try shatter, let's go. It's so easy to match through that text box. We're doing well on text boxes today, chat. This is good. Oh, also, too, I want to thank Pacific for being here on host. Thank you so much, Pacific. We're looking forward to having you here and reading those donations to benefit Malala Fund.
Heck yeah. Happy to be here.
Now, of course, everyone, get your best Brooklyn accent ready here. Here comes Joseph Wheeler, Yugi's best friend. Everyone's a big fan of Joey.
The man, the myth, the legend, the third best anime hair.
And meanwhile here, I still don't know why we're dueling in a baseball stadium. I mention this every single time I run this in a marathon. I don't get it. But here comes Spiffy Kaiba looking just very fashionable here. Right here. Look at that jacket Kaiba's wearing.
You know, I would wear that jacket.
Yeah. Also, everyone say hi to Taya. Taya's amazing. Always here being supportive of us. She can also duel quite well. Unfortunately, we don't get a chance to duel Taya here in Ancient Egypt form because, again, gotta go fast.
Yeah, so first up, we're up against Rex Raptor. Rex Raptor, of course, is going to be piloting his usual mono red aggro deck. So for turn 1, we'll start by summoning a monster.
All right, game. This is a hand that exists in Forbidden Memories, Leggy. But here we go. Here we have Ushi-Oni here, which is a fusion I always forget about. So hooray for me for remembering a fusion I always forget about. We're already off to a good start here. Good vibes here. Good vibes all around, chat.
Yeah, so to explain what's going on here, the way that Forbidden Memories works is kind of different from base Yu-Gi-Oh! By default, you can summon a monster in face-up attack or face-down defense, but you'll notice Sky also fused monsters together, like she was just talking about. And so there are specific sets of monsters that combine together with specific sets of other monsters. It's not like in the card game of old where you had like very specific names. It's more like the modern times where it's like fuse any two fire monsters together. And you do this just by playing out all those cards at the same time. And you'll notice sometimes things bounce off and sometimes things actually fuse. If things bounce off, it's because those two cards were not compatible. They do not fuse together correctly. And so much of this game is based around, like, farming the cards to make a specific small set of fusions that we're going to basically use to carry us through the game.
Wow.
And now, of course...
That was bad.
Yeah. Though if you ever played this game as a kid, you might be like, wait, what was all that Sky was mashing through at the end of the duel there? We are playing a non-standard version of this game that uses that gives you 15 cards at the end of every single duel, rather than just a single card at the end of every single duel. This doesn't affect the odds, this doesn't affect, the strategies. It just really speeds up a lot of the really nasty farming that you'd otherwise have to do in this game.
Yeah, that was a bad first 15 drop. Ask my chat. If my chat's in there right now, which I know they are cheering me on, everybody's like, oh, that was nasty. Yeah, that was nasty. So we're going to try to do that again, back the truck up, and hopefully Rex will be more cooperative. We're looking for Thunders and Dragons here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the main monster that we're going to be using to carry us through this game is Twin-Headed Thunder Dragon, which is made by fusing a dragon monster with 1600 or more attack with a thunder monster. There's the boy, there's the legend.
Yeah, so, it's kind of rare, too, to see it this early, because I don't have much to fuse it right now.
Yeah, so Sky is going to be trying to farm some of these enemy fights to get the cards we need to make Twin-Head Thunder Dragon. There's also a couple of other cards we'll want along the way. We're looking for equip spells, which you play at the end of a fusion chain. They just get slapped right onto the monster, and they give attack boosts of typically 500, though Megamorph is a special one that gives you a bigger attack boost of 1,000.
Yeah. So this is an optional split. I say that because if my first 15 cards are that bad, I try to farm Rex once or twice and hope that we see a couple different dragons and thunders. I am looking for BTD today. Why? Because I'm feeling a little spicy and would love some beast fangs to drop from Rex today. I'll do this all the time. A lot of the time I just go fast and do AS ranking, but I cannot. I repeat, I cannot refuse the temptation to go for another equip here.
Oh, yeah. So a lot of the strategy of this game is based around that tension of wanting to clear through the story and, get to the end of the game, while also making sure that we're taking the time to farm the cards we're going to need to actually get through the final boss gauntlet, because, oh boy, that final boss gauntlet.
Yeah, and Uno Mas here, we did get one thunder, so huzzah, that was good, but still, this is rough.
Mm-hmm.
So, I need you to cooperate with me, Rex, please and thank you. We're getting good stuff, but not good enough.
Mm-hmm.
If we want to do a first round reading of donations here, Pacific, feel free.
Definitely, yeah. We've got some wonderful donations coming in. Thank you all. We have $10 from Pesty that says, "Let's go, Skybilz. Time to go fast." Heck yes. Thank you, Pesty, for that donation. We have $10 from Marlo with no comment. Thank you again for your donation towards the Malala Fund. We have $13 from Non-Binary Code saying, "Forgive me, this is practically tradition for me now." Anonymous donation, no comment. Signed, non-binary code. P.S. Good luck, Skybilz. Also, trans rights.
Absolutely.
And we have some fierce competition going on with that bid war for the Kirby's Dream Land Choose the Game Color palette. Right now we have Bi Pride pulled ahead in the lead, but we have Ace Pride in second place and Trans Pride in third place. Keep getting those donations in, y'all. I love to see it.
Well, thank you so much, Pacific. We appreciate that. Thank you to everybody for donating. Just so much love coming in from the community, and just thank you so much again for those wonderful donations to Malala Fund. We really appreciate it. So again, we should have Lethal here in a turn, and again, we are looking for Dragons and Thunders. We did get one Thunder and Osceola here, number 2, but these are some of the weakest drops from Rex I've seen between my practice and this, so hopefully my luck improves. We're gonna say, in theory, my luck should improve.
Is there a particular point you're looking for to, like, say, this is good enough, let's move on?
I would like to see one more dragon. If I see one more dragon, I should be good to go, because then I'll have, like, 2 or 3 dragons and 2 or 3 thunders. I should be fine after that. This time I went for an A ranking. Okay, I did get a Mammoth Graveyard, which is good. That makes Great Mammoth a gold fine. We'll go one more here. I would really like one dragon, and I really don't want to redeem for a dragon because dragons are actually kind of hard to come by. So, not dragons, sorry, thunders are hard to come by. So, we want to make sure we do our best here. Ooh, I did get a fusionist here, though. This is kind of nice.
And
but the good news is, oh, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I was going to say, what Sky means by redeem is that every single time you do one of these duels, especially in these farm sections, you're building up a currency that you can then type in, like, a 20-character-long code or something ridiculous like that to get a specific card at the cost of some of those star chips.
Yep. All right, this should be... Yeah, this should be Uncle Jim. Yeah, Uncle Jim, the Immortal of Thunder. So that was something from a few of my FM friends. Yo, there's Dan in chat. Yeah, that's Uncle Jim. It looks like one of the community members' uncle, so that's why we call it Uncle Jim. Always funny to see. Here comes our Great Mammoth and Gold Fine, by the way. All you need is a zombie plus Mammoth Graveyard, and you get this huge 2200. So at least if anything, because we're taking so long here, we do get to see some pretty unique fusions that we most likely will not see in the late game.
Yeah.
The RNG is not going good right now, but chat, if you all send me your good vibes, surely things will go better.
Chat wants to know if we're getting a full set of Exodia. Unfortunately, that's too rich for our blood these days. If we do a redeem, we're getting more Thunders and or Dragons.
You know what though? The skill is actually pretty okay for me today. All my text boxes have been good, and I even formed a Shioni, which again, that is the fusion I legit always forget about at the beginning.
Yeah,
so
like, this is going
there's
real
at least
good.
that. All right. We're gonna wait one more turn. I'm gonna try one more turn for Beast Fangs here. I need one dragon, please. I do not want to go into the next duel on only one dragon. Although I'd probably be okay. I would just prefer not to. Oh yeah, you can't get the legs of Exodia in this game. Not without a code. Dragon Zombie, there we go. See,
yo, let's go.
In chat. Which one of you was it that sent me that? Thank you. I got a little nervous. I'm like, please. All right. Oh, by the way, if I miss menu there, I lose all my progress. So yeah, nothing to get nervous there about, right? I'm gonna just double save here to be sure. Yeah, there's a lot of bad inputs you can do in this game, it turns out.
No pressure.
No pressure, yeah.
All right.
All right, here comes Rex Raptor's other half here, Weeble Underwood. All right, so we're gonna put in that Thunder two Osceola heroes here. Again, I cannot stress this enough. I'm really happy he's here with me for this.
Chat's asking, is Raigeki as good in this game as it was in the TCG?
Yes. Yes, it does the exact same thing. Yep.
Arguably better in this game based off of the way that this game's mechanics works.
You know, chat, I'm looking at this hand and I'm just like, oh, what is this? Again, this is the hand that exists in Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories. Oh, beans.
That's beans.
That is very beans. Yes. That's beans. All right, there we go. This is Flame Cerberus, and I will not hear it any other way, chat. All right, cool. Your favorite duel of first season? It's a really good one, actually. I kind of like the Kaiba versus Pegasus Toon duel because we got to see the cute and cuddly Blue Eyes Toon Dragon. Kaiba doesn't think Blue Eyes Toon Dragon's cute, but I think Toon Dragon is adorable.
Right? Like, I get it. Kaiba's out here being, like, all edgy and, like, no, how dare you make my powerful dragon adorable like that? It's like, really, dude? Really?
I also like the Mai versus Yugi battle because they're like, Yugi was starting to like doubt himself. This was during the first match of the tournament, and Mai had to essentially knock some sense into Yugi. So that was also kind of cool. Said a lot about the power of friendship, which is a lot of what Yu-Gi-Oh! Is about. At least the US translation.
Yeah, I will admit a particular fondness for a giant soldier of stone attack the moon.
That was also a good one. Yeah, that was during the Miku Tsunami episode.
Yeah.
Which again, much like the anime to this, don't try to compare this to the actual game of Yu-Gi-Oh! Just don't bother there.
Yeah, my wife has taught me more about Yu-Gi-Oh! Than I'd care to process. The game is like, this was nothing like the game when it came out, and the game has only gotten increasingly wild since.
Alright, we're looking for a Tripwire Beast here. And nothing, but Weevil usually doesn't give us anything you don't count on Weevil Drop, so I'm not too worried about that. Speaking of Mai, one of my favorite characters, shoutouts to Mai, Valentine, and the Harpy Ladies. Always a big fan. You know, I played cards from a very young age, you know, Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh!, and then eventually Magic the Gathering. Mai was always, like, kind of a role model for me, right? Like, she was tough, you know? Like, she didn't put up with anybody's BS, and yes, she did have, like, her shortcomings. You know, she felt like she had to cheat at the game in order to do something, and after her duel with Joey and how she befriended everyone, she learned, no, this is about believing in yourself and supporting your friends. So it was a very wholesome moment there in the anime. Again, what is this hand?
I mean, we got Dark Elf.
Yeah, we did get Dark Elf. Again, that is a fusion I typically forget. I apparently ate my Wheaties this morning.
Yeah, and it's worth noting for those of you who are fans of the more traditional TCG, you'll notice Dark Elf is out here, and it's just a normal card, unlike in the actual TCG where it costs like half your life points to attack with. None of that matters. The star rating on a monster does not matter. We will be getting into the end game, and people are just gonna like throw down Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. Don't worry about it, it's fine. This is Forbidden Memories.
Oh, what could possibly go wrong? You know what I'm saying?
Oh, everything.
And again, chat, you know, I want to stress this enough. I'd like to see more people running this game. This is my challenge. If you even remotely feel the anime or something that resembles the card game is for you, please pick up this game. I would love to see more people running this game. The speedruns are fun. So I'm gonna do...
Got time for a couple donations?
Oh yeah, absolutely. All right, we're gonna wait one more turn here for Invisible Wire. So yes, perfect time for donations here.
Awesome. We have $100 from Charbunny saying, "Let's go Sky! Excited for your run. Hope the cards give you great luck today, lesson 3. Or lots of trunts. I'll take either." Thank you so much, Charbunny, for that wonderful donation towards Malala Fund. We also have $10 from Anonymous saying, "I didn't know there were prizes. Fingers crossed for that inscription disc." Yes, we have prizes. So with a minimum donation, you can be entered in to win some fabulous prizes. Go ahead and check them out on gamesdonequick.com. We also have, in addition to that inscription disc, we have some wonderful Kirby-themed prizes in honor of our upcoming Kirby Dreamland run. We've got a really cute Sleeping Kirby plush. There's Kirby coasters. There's this really cute little stone Kirby paperweight and much, much more. So make sure to check those out and get those donations in to be entered in to win some of our fantastic prizes.
I have to say this because it's GDQ. Prizes.
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 Prizes. You know you want to chat. All right, so that wasn't a bad set of drops there, actually. We are on our way to making a flame chicken deck. You will see. So if you like flame chicken, if you like firebirds, this is the deck for you. We did get a dark fire dragon in there too, which is great. It counts as the fire and as the dragon, so I can make a crimson sunbird or fuse with it still to make twin-headed thunder dragon. So good drop there.
But yeah, now we're taking on, America.
Yeah, we'll have to conquer Keith here, but I think I'm going to start out with this in defense mode here, because that is not a monster capable of defeating Keith.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So he goes with the defense mode Spirit of the Heart here. And remember when I was talking about Flame Chicken Chat? Here we go.
Yo!
I could have made a twin-headed Thunder Dragon there, but I wanted to demonstrate the Flame Chicken. Why not? Yeah, Keith kind of has his own story. Just watch the anime. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna advertise openly for what Keith does, other than shame on you, Keith. All right, here we go.
Look, Keith made some choices. He learned some lessons along the way.
I'll say before I'll say it again, a lot of people may disagree with me. Yes, Pegasus did do some bad things, but I overall think Pegasus is not a bad person. He tried to do what he could to save his now passed away wife Cecilia. But I am a Pegasus forgiver. I actually don't think Pegasus is a bad man.
Yeah, obviously, there is a balance and tension between imperfect actions and, noble goals. But in the end, I think Pegasus definitely did more good than bad in this world.
Yeah. And he actually does help out in the later seasons, too, with many, many things. He also helps out in Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. He employs one of the students at the academy, which was really cool to see, one of the artists.
Mm-hmm.
Nope, still no invisible wire yet, Keith. We're not even dropping a dragon zombie. What the heck, Keith? Get out of here.
I saw that metal morph, and I got excited for half a second before I actually read it correctly.
No, Pegasus is the only one. Attacking Pegasus is the only thing that can drop a Megamorph, unfortunately. Okay, we are owed some good RNG here, okay? Our RNG here has been terrible so far. I have been playing well through the bad RNG, but the RNG has been terrible thus far. Yeah, Metal Morph is very different from Megamorph. Do not try to play a Metal Morph as a Megamorph. You may be sad at the results.
Yep. But in the meantime, we've got plot things or something.
Yeah, something plot. Yeah, someone said that this was the closest a game has leaned into ancient Egypt stuff, and I would agree, actually. If anyone has seen Season 5 of Yu-Gi-Oh! Where they go back to ancient Egypt, it does kind of lean into that ever so slightly. Yeah, my practice RNG is good. Of course my practice RNG has been good.
Well, yeah, the game's like, okay, we gotta get all the good RNG out of the way quickly, so... Wait, no, that's not what we need to do. Dang it.
This game has plot Absolutely, it has some plot. Hashid is a bad and terrible person. There you go. There's your plot.
Yup.
And kind of not too much better. Ooh, Fire Reaper. That's a good card.
Also, Yugi needs to send his brain back into the past to save the future.
Yep. We'll take one of those for now. We could be putting more zombies in here, but again, we do want to keep the strong creatures going, so we'll probably leave some zombies in and leave some out until we start attacking.
Yeah, you'll notice that about right now, Sky's really shooting for anything with 2k attack or higher. Eventually that'll start getting outclassed as we get deeper and deeper into the game. But for this stage of the game, summoning something with 2000, 21, 2400 attack is going to be more than enough for most of these duels.
Made a really cool mystical up here. Sometimes just when I'm doing this in a marathon, as long as it doesn't hold me back time-wise, I have to make the fusions every now and then. Because it's going to look very samey just for the sake of time. But in the early game, I like to show sometimes how much I do or do not know about the fusions. Another flame chicken.
Yeah, no, there's a lot of really cool fusions in here that just kind of fall to the wayside once you get deep enough into the game, unfortunately.
Like the Crimson Sunbird. Crimson Sunbird has saved me many a run early on from early resets. I love Crimson Sunbird.
It's also just gorgeous art.
Oh yeah. Okay, Shadi. You can win this round.
You win this round, friend.
Yes. But this was still a really good round here because now we can get BCD. We do have a chance at another Beast Fangs falling, but Shadi's card pool is very deep, so the odds are still pretty stacked against us. But with the way this has been going, maybe, just maybe, we can get a little lucky. Maybe just a 10. Be a friend, Shadi. No! Beans! That is beans, chat.
That's beans.
That's beans. You're going to hear me say beans a lot. So one of the best things to do is if you have a game that makes you feel certain ways. Now, this is to anyone getting interested in speedrunning. Try to find, if a game is going to make you spew profanities, try to find words in place of those profanities, right? So beans is a good one. I do like beans a lot. So if you hear me say beans, that is why. Because sometimes it's beans in this game. You know what I'm saying?
I love heck. Heck is such a good word.
Heck's a great one too. I have an emote devoted to it.
Aw, yeah.
All right. You know what? I'm gonna put a fire in here for now. Getting a little nervous right now, Lakey. The drops have barely been with me. I'll put it that way, barely. Yeah, shucks is another good one. Yep.
Yeah. Well, Sky, you know what time I think it is?
What?
I bite the RNG.
Oh, yeah. I bite the RNG. That's right. We said that during all my marathon runs so far.
We got to bite the RNG.
I did it on stream the other day, yeah, but we don't do this here. This is a family-friendly place. But this game will... Now you see, like, right there? That's beans, see? I'm practicing. That indeed is beans, chat.
That was rude.
That was very rude.
What face down is that, probably?
I hope it's not Swords of Revealing Light. Alright, chat, you gotta bite the RNG with me here. I cannot clear this shield right now. But that's Bakura. Bakura is what we call a defensive duel. We'll see this again in Desert Land as well, too.
Yeah, the good news is that the way that this game works is you can play out basically your entire hand and just draw as deep into your deck as you can.
Yeah, Bakura doesn't play Regaki, so we're like, at least to my knowledge, he doesn't play Regaki. But, we're looking for our Regaki right now.
Yeah, we are deep on the fish train for Regeki.
If we get Regeki, we'll just win that turn.
Oh yeah. I wish Metal Dragon was a better card. That card has way too good art.
Also, Dark Energy will do it as well too. This is why we reset during our TA attempts, is because we need an equip to go with it. Mm-hmm. There's the Dark Energy. We can clear it now. You also may notice that there's a thing called Guardian Stars. Those are incredibly relevant because those can cause a 500 attack and defense differential.
Yeah.
So right there, you see this light up, for instance. So think about it as like Pokemon, like it's just typings, and certain typings are better than others.
Yeah, it's typings based off of the various planets and other astrological signs.
Yo, I do want to give a relevant shout out here to K Duffles in chat here. K Duffles. Okay, it's only spellbinding circle. Okay. I'm okay with that, unless this is another shield. It is not, because I can tell by the Guardian Star. Mm-hmm. I got scared there for a sec, Leggy.
I got scared for the second there, too. Do not worry.
As I was saying before, though, before Bakura rudely interrupted me, I want to give a shout out to K Duffles in chat. Designed the t-shirts for the Yeti, the t-shirts for the Yeti for this event. I've purchased a couple of them myself. I'm also wearing the original Prim Fatale, so again, just really cool shirts. Y'all should check those out. Okay, I got Numi. That's like the optimal field card for me.
Sky, I have to admit, I feel bad. Yeah. I have not looked at the shirts yet.
You need to go do that. They're good.
I need to go do that.
And a certain portion of that does go to Malala Fund, so you're doing an awesome thing by buying them, too.
Got time for a donation?
Absolutely.
Alrighty, we have $29 from Karaga13 saying $29 for the 2,900 attack points of Dark Paladin, my favorite monster. Thank you so much for that donation towards Malala Fund. I also have a really exciting update for y'all on our incentives. We have a new incentive open for Go-Go Hamster Chef, which is the run that's coming up after Kirby's Dream Land, which is next. So what it is we're going to get a bonus any percent run if we meet the $2,000 goal there. And Charbonnie is going to do just a bonus any percent run at the end where she's going to be playing an older patch of the game with an out-of-bounds run. And I hear the ending is completely different. So I definitely want to see that. And y'all make sure to add incentives to your donation if you want to see that Go-Go Hamster Chef bonus any percent run coming up soon.
Yo, let's go.
All right.
So
what do we got going on?
We have arrived, Leggy.
Here we are.
We're at Peggy. Peggy didn't open the curry box. That's good. That's good. That's good. We already agree. This is above average start for Pegasus here. We do want the BCD drop table. So I haven't talked about drop tables yet. If you see me delay a taxi, I knew it. I should have put that in Mars, but then he would have played the shark. But anyways, drop tables. So there are certain ways I have to do a duel in order for certain drop tables to open and close on me. So if I am below 28 cards, for instance, most of the time, we're gonna call it most of the time, we are in the BCD drop table, which means that there's a certain pool of cards that I want in there. So from the BCD drop table, which we cannot attack yet, we do not have a trap card to attack yet, so we do want BCD, which is the next optimal. We can get a trap card, we can get Dragon Treasure, we can get several different helpful cards, equips, but not as useful as the attack. This was a really good Pegasus duel.
Yeah. So fundamentally, there are, depending on the state of the game, how many cards you play, how much cards you have left, how much health you have, for every given duel, there are a number of different drop tables that their cards that you would at the end of it can pull from. And what we'll be doing at various points when we're grinding is shooting for a specific drop table in order to basically get the best odds of getting the cards we want, because we obviously know a lot about this game. We know exactly which cards drop where and how often.
Leggy, these drops today.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the game's just like, you've been playing a bunch? I know what you're doing. You're in a marathon.
I'm so sad.
The game's sentient.
I know. Today it is, yes. Ask my chat. It was cooperating all week, and today it's just like, nah.
Look,
this is not the time to take the day off, game.
Look, the game just wants to give us enough time to hang out.
I mean, that would be great, yeah. I mean, you know what, Leggy? That is one of the most positive spins I've heard about this game.
That'll probably be the last positive spin anyone makes about this game. Seven-colored fish. Seven-colored fish was one of my favorites from back in the day.
Oh my goodness. Y'all are making me laugh here between the chat and between Leggy and Pacific here. I'm having a great time so far, but that's also because I'm not A-teching yet. You know, if we were to see an emoji chart of the ways I feel about this game, it's just all over the place right now. I would say I'm at content to fair. So, you know, like the little face that's like kind of frowny, but not really frowny. We're somewhere around there, you know?
You know, legit.
I'm trying my best. Oh, I should have put that in Pluto. I wasn't even thinking there.
But hey,
Time for some more donations?
Yeah, go for it. This good time.
Yeah, sure. I was just going to say that we got $10 coming in from Trinity Thatcher saying, donating to the Kirby Color Palette Incentive, non-binary hype. And that's right, we do, Bi Pride is still in the lead for that Kirby's Dream Land Choose a Game color palette, but Ace Pride, Trans Pride, and non-binary Pride are all catching up pretty quick. So if you want to choose which color palette is going to be on our next game, Kirby's Dream Land by Lupa, then get those donations in and make sure to add your incentive for that donation.
Yo, shoutouts to every single one of those color palettes.
We do have a question from the chat, by the way. It says, would you restart the run with this level of RNG? Well, right now, this is a showcase run, right? So I already started with a pre-constructed deck, which you cannot do if you're doing RRTA attempts. But if I have this kind of RNG with the RRTA attempts, finally my first good card.
Let's go!
Thank you.
Did we get some hype in the chat?
Nice.
Thank you, Ashizu. But finally something that doesn't stink. Something that's not beans. All right, chat. Get your bite the RNGs out. This is a tough one to win, by the way. This is Seto Kaiba. Again, we have to beat Spiffy Jacket over here. By the way, turn up your sound. The music here is just so pretty. So
yeah,
good.
get those dance emotes out.
Yeah, of course Kaiba brings his own tunes.
Of course.
Like, what would you expect?
So we want that, we definitely want that. Widespread Ruin is always good.
So what exactly does Widespread Ruin do again?
I'll do this really quickly. Well, okay, I don't know if I'd describe it as blown to smithereens as the game, but it destroys any monster if it's set down. It's really nice.
That is such extra lore. Holy
that is a lot of lore. So we're going to do something called scouting here. This is not an optimal hand for what I want to here, so we're just going to big chill and hope Kaiba doesn't have blue eyes. I'm going to turn my own speakers up here. I love this song. Okay, that is a shield, most likely. I will take the 900 loss. It's Laball. Same deal, different day. All right, this is not terrible, though. This is not terrible. I'm going to come up with a strategy here. Oh, is that Junior? Okay, that is Blue Eyes Junior. Now we will Regaki. So this is a terrific use of a Regaki here.
2 for 1, let's go!
Yeah, that's right. My only complaint about the music in this game is the free duel should have been any combination of music. Not that I don't like the free duel music, but like, listen to this song. Like, it's so good.
Right. There was a way to like set it up so that free duel just gave you a random duel song. That would be sick.
Oh yeah. Like a setting or something. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I'm thinking like, the way that Pokemon does it for the online ladder, where you can like either pick a specific song or just set it to random.
All right, more fire chicken. Okay, we'll have lethal in one turn.
Yeah, if someone wants to add a music randomizer to Free Duel,
we got hard mode Kaiba, but we're about to beat hard mode Kaiba. Let's go. We've just faced 2 Blue Eyes White Dragons here at Flame Fatale 2023.
Wow.
And overcame it. Let's go.
Hell yeah.
Let's go.
That is one of the hardest mode Kaivas you can get. So, go us.
Got time for a donation?
Yeah, sure. I got an ATH there, too. That's good.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Nice. We have $25 from Ye Old Joy. Says, I've been watching Sky's streams for more than a year now and still do not understand anything about this game except that the music is a bop and Sky is a heckin' gamer. GLHF. Thank you so much for your donation. We also are really getting some good donations coming in towards that bonus run incentive for Go Hamster Chef. We are at $165 already out of 2,000 needed. Let's keep those donations coming in. Don't forget to add the incentive to your donation when you donate. This is going to be a great bonus any percent out of bounds run that's coming up for Go Hamster Chef, which is coming up after Kirby's Dream Land, which is coming up next.
Yo. Okay, so all the bad luck considered, if I were to show my splits for the showcase, I would be about a minute and a half in a hole. All things considered, pretty good, given everything.
Like, you got the ATH and the Widespread Ruin now. Yep. Like, obviously, could be a lot better, but, you know, right now, pretty dang good.
So we're going to do a tutorial section coming up soon here. So let me do this real quick. Again, this is another input you don't want to mess up. Why? If you end up dueling Jono 2 and losing. Yes, Jono 2 has Black Skull Dragon. Yeah, you lose your progress. So we got to make sure we put in the right input here because we do not want to get Brooklyn raged. No, Joey. Okay. So we're gonna safety save here. We do have one more story duel before we go into the infamous Farm 2 section. And yes, Farm 2 is very scary, even for me. This is the big RNG section of the game. So I will say for during this duel against Mage Soldier, feel free to read as many donations, plug as many things as you did, because we are going to be attacking after this in one cutscene. That's gonna be when I need to focus.
Perfect. We do have still have some wonderful donations coming in from y'all. Thank you so much for your generosity. We've got $25 from Fly on the Wall that says beans. Thank you so much for that donation. We have $20 from Banquo that says, screw the rules, I have money for a donation. Thank you so much for that donation towards the Malala Fund. And we have $100 from Anonymous with no comment. Thank you so much for that generosity. A reminder to everybody that we are here supporting Malala Fund. Malala Fund is working for a world where every girl can learn and lead. With more than 130 million girls out of school today, Malala Fund partners with education activists and advocates who are breaking down barriers that hold girls back.
Thank you so much again. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, I was going to say, so we're just doing a bit of deck editing now that you've got, you know, a lot of cards to work with.
Oh, very much so, yeah. Oh no, my deck isn't ready. That is actually perfect, because I was thinking of more cards I wanted in here. All right, we will add one more fire in here. And again, you may ask, like, oh my gosh, like this menuing is ridiculous. It is, but you get used to it after a while. Like you're doing a lot of thinking all at once here. And I may take a few extra seconds in a marathon than I normally would, but you know, better to be safe than sorry.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so here we want to get another BCD. Why do we want to get a BCD? Because, again, this gives us a chance at Dark Energy, which is an equip we already have, and we've seen how useful it can be. It's the reason why we defeated Seto earlier. Again, wanted to give an awesome shout out again to my fantastic host, Pacific, and everybody working behind the scenes here at Flame Fatale. Thank you so much, everyone, for putting literally all of the work hours in. We wouldn't be where we are without you. Getting a lot of my shout outs out right now because, again, once I go into ATAC mode, that is going to be, I have to very much focus.
Oh, yeah. But yeah, like Sky was mentioning, we really want more Dark Energy. Just like you may be familiar with from the traditional card game, you can have up to 3 copies of any card in your deck.
Got some more donations for y'all. Got time?
Yes, we do have time. This is probably the last segment, though, so feel free to fire off as many as you would like before I start attacking.
We have $50 from Danielle, who says, "This is my first GDQ Fatales, and I'm loving it. Keep up the great work, everyone." Thank you so much, Danielle, and welcome. Welcome to the family. We also have a milestone that's opened up for, if we reach $22,000 total donated altogether, then we're going to get a bonus game of Fear by Fina. And so any donations that you make will all go towards this. And you don't have to apply this as an incentive. All the donations that you make are going to count towards this bonus game. But if you do want to put your donations towards an incentive, we do have that Go-Go Hamster Chef bonus any percent run. We're currently at $180 out of the 2,000 needed. We're making some great progress on that. Let's keep it up, everybody. And then we also do have that bid war going on that's closing when Kirby's Dream Land begins, which is the next run. And right now, we do still have Bi Pride is in the lead, but Ace Pride is coming up quick on his heels in second place. And then Trans Pride and Non-Binary Pride are not too far behind. Lesbian Pride still has a chance, so get those donations in. Make sure to apply your donation towards that incentive when you are donating.
All right, Leggy, I think it's about time to start attacking here. So I'm going to teach you all the MELT method today. And what does MELT stand for? And again, this is part of Flame Fatale, so I find the pun nice here. That stands for magic, equip. Oh, oops, that is not where I wanted to go. Life loss and trap card. So you need all of those to go together. You also need 15 fusions. All right, hang on. Let me put this number in quick here.
Yeah, so this is the thing we were talking about earlier, where you get star chips and you can spend them by entering a password to get a particular card. So Sky just dropped 25 of those star chips. We only had 36 after all of this dueling, and got an extra thunder for fusion making.
Yep, and you also need effective attacks as well. And I think you need like about 9 to 10 turns too. It's a lot. It's a laundry list. Like, think about it as a laundry list. And while it might seem intimidating, I will tell you all, you too can do this. It does take some practice, but I am a big believer that you put your mind to it, you can do this. And today, I'm hoping I at least get one new speedrunner of this game out of the chat. I can dream, and it comes with beans, chat. Trust me there, but,
Free beans.
You remember the old meme back in the day that anyone can Strider? Well, anyone can A-Tech.
That's right. 9 turns, yes, thank you. And again, shout outs to Fear the Pecan chat here. It will be a little delayed here, but all right, I'm going to need complete concentration here. And what is this hand? All right, so I guess we are going to start with this, and Pegasus will most likely Feather Duster. We're going to get a free draw here. Oh, no, he doesn't Feather Duster. This is big. This is a good start, actually, now. All right. 3-0. So again, that's 3 fusions. Put it in Moon. Pass turn. And again, Pika there is in chat helping me out. DD! Yes!
Yo, let's go!
Yo!
That was hype.
I feel a little nervous after that. 30T. Oh my gosh, don't do it again, Frankie, don't do it again. So Pegasus rarely drops the MVD, but when he does, you get very scared. Oh my goodness.
So, question.
Yeah.
You counted 3-0, and you've mentioned that the 3 is the number of fusions. What's the 0?
Yes. That is effective attacks, and we need those. So here we go. Here, this is going to be 50ET. ET.
50ET?
Yes, for equip and trek card.
And for those who are at home and not familiar with the game, what is an effective attack?
An effective attack is you have to attack their attack mode creature. That's the key. It has to be an attack mode creature. We're going to clear that wire out of there. Because we're going to need later on to do stuff.
And so I believe that is 6 because you got the fusion in there?
That is correct. See? Y'all, Leggy's learning. I love this.
Look, I gotta put my PhD to use somehow.
7, 8, 9. So now we do need to take some life loss here. So you're going to see me purposely losing life. We just need to get to 6,900. We're going to be well below that. Nice, nice. So now we have ELT. No, we're not making food here, although we do like to talk about food here at GDQ, you know, yes, chef and whatnot. But no, now this is ELT. Now, that was an effective attack for them. We're about to do an effective attack next here. All right, so now we don't need the ATH now that we've already done our effective attack here. All right, so this is 11. This is going to be 11-1 ELT. 11-1 ELT. We're going to shift that to defense mode because Pegasus is more likely to take it down. Also, if you can help it, do not leave anything on Pegasus' side of the field, otherwise we'll Regeki. He's currently spell locked right now, meaning that he can't use any of those powerful spells. All right, we're going to set this down and take our effective. This will be 11-2 ELT. And again, thank you to Pika here for being an awesome friend and helping out here. This is bad. That's what this is. We'll get more effective attacks in here. No, these are not Pokemon cards. All right, so we have to start slowing down a little bit here. We're gonna do that. We still need 2 more effective attacks here. This is why we've slowed down. Oh, it's Toon Gator. Right. Again, we're just taking a little bit of our time here. That's 3 effective attacks. So, Leggy, the scariest part about ATEX, you have to have less than 3 cards left in your deck when you win. 3 or less.
Oh, geez.
Yes.
Yeah, that is scary. And I assume if you draw out, you deck yourself.
Yes. Put that to defense mode. Go here.
Also, chat, please. This is Disney Lorcana.
Just play a Black Lotus in one fairy. But by the way, I did see members of the Magic the Gathering community here as well pre-run sharing that. So thank you y'all for being great. All right, so this should be the last effective attack here. And actually, what I'm gonna do, just to be safe, is I'm gonna do that, and this will be our last turn. And again, shoutouts to Fear the Pika in chat, being an awesome friend and helping out. And thank you to the mods here for just knowing that Pika is not spamming numbers. This is very useful to be in a marathon setting.
Teamwork.
Teamwork, yes. All right, so that's Umi. Our laundry list is... That's one attack, chat. That's one. You're doing 42 of those on one card and not getting anything. Okay, we got another widespread and another Dragon and Thunder, but that was not what we wanted to see. We are looking for equips at this point so we can finish the game.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So we're going to put these two back, and I want this, I want this. ATH goes back, and we're going to put in widespread. The second Umi is useful. We're going to use that to go MBD hunting in a little bit. So, could have been worse, but the widespread is good. The widespread is very good. All right, here we go, chat. All right, so this is going to be 3-0 here. Now, make sure, do not put a plant into the Dragon Zombie. As much as we love pumping the King of Ghosts, you don't want pumping the King of Ghosts against Pegasus. So make sure order does matter here. And there's the curry box here. This is a little scary without our Thunder to start here. Oh, there we go. Like, it was just like, I got you. I got you, friend.
Part of the cards, guide me, etc.
This is gonna be 5. This is gonna be 5-1 so far. 5-1. So now we want to make a bad fusion. Why? Because we want to start getting those effective attacks in. So 6, 7, 8. And again, we need that life loss here. So we're going to attack into the defense position monster. And there we go. Now we have L. For life loss.
Wait, is that a crow goblin? Is that what that card is?
Yeah.
I love it. It's shaped like a friend.
That's good with the Pegasus. All right. I know, right? It's like so catchy. I do need that good, those good vibes though, Chad. I'm starting to get nervous about these drops again. The game is giving me just enough to survive here, and I don't want to just survive. I want to thrive, you know?
Yeah. You want to be unmoistured, unbothered, in your lane, happy, content, with a grip of great cards.
As much as I love beans, we don't want them right now. We want good stuff.
After the run's over, I need to go grocery shopping. I might pick up some beans for tonight just because of this.
All right, we're gonna put this down. Maybe we'll draw another MVD in again. All right, we're almost there already. See, sometimes I wonder if this is payback for all the times I've giggled at people on random number generation on GDQ Hotfix. Sometimes I wonder about that.
Look, if you can't laugh at the RNG, you know, like, at a certain point, you gotta have fun, you know?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And this is actually the first marathon run where I've incorporated a backup save with a much stronger deck if we absolutely need that to come underestimate. Because, you know, we're still in a marathon. We still want charity to win.
Oh, yeah.
All right, there goes widespread. right, I believe I am done with effective attacks here, so that's good. And it looks like our turns are also going to be quite good here. I believe it's 9 turns. We still need the dark energy, and I might even wait an extra turn just to make sure. Just to give a whole extra on the turn counter here. I technically could probably finish right now, but again, we're going to give it one more turn. All right. Undo this. Let me double check everything. I'm wait one more turn and get one more fusion. Again, we're in a marathon run. I want to just get another fusion or two just to be absolutely sure.
And better safe than sorry.
Yes, this is a lot of time to be sinking in.
Yeah, like, there's
I promise
probably...
y'all.
I was gonna say, there's probably no worse feeling than getting to the end of the duel and not seeing the A-Tech pop up because you're like a fusion short or you forgot to activate a spell or something.
Yeah. No. Oh, I got an Exodia piece too. That was nothing. That was absolutely nothing there. Oh my goodness. Please, game. Just drop me 2 Megamorphs. I'm in a marathon. I'm gonna start pleading with you here. These are, I'm not gonna lie, y'all, these are some of the worst drops I've seen all week. This is terrifying.
We got this, we got this.
Yeah, this is pretty bad. This is why I have the file, just in case. I don't want to use it, but this is why I have it.
You know, some days we just have to, you know, make sure the run finishes instead.
All right, we're gonna do that. What do you got for me, Peggy? A faceless mage. Okay. Oh, perfect. This actually works out nice. Yeah, I want to make it clear, chat, because this is the no minute. This is all out of my control at this point. Like, this is totally up to the game as to whether or not it's going to cooperate. All I can do is just do the best A-Techs possible and hope.
Yeah, and like, in my humble opinion, you know, that's half the fun of a speedrun like this, is just like, okay, what can I just like scavenge together from the wild and random drops I managed to pull off?
Oh, absolutely. Alright, so this is another fusion here. Okay, another 300 there. But yeah, I developed this route with Marathon RNG in mind, so no worries, chat. We still got control over this. Alright, so again, we do purposely want to get rid of our best creature. Why? Because we want to be able to leave monsters open for effective attacks here. As long as we have one twin-headed Thunder Dragon on the field, we good.
Oh yeah.
All right, great. Now we have the L here. Oh yeah, I should get rid of that widespread next turn because I already used ATH.
A good old Cursed Dragon.
Yep. You
Sorry,
also want to be careful. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I am just on a nostalgia trip looking at all these cards coming down.
So I'm going to do this, because we need this for later. Yes, the free duel music does make up for sometimes the bad RNG in this game here.
I do love all the jam emotes in chat.
Oh, yeah. Really hoping the game starts cooperating with this attack. I mean, 2 Megamorphs and we can start MBD farming. Like, that's all we need. A Bright Castle wouldn't hurt either. Alright, so where are we at right now? 11 to 7. Yeah, we're trying to get Megamorph right now. No Trent. Well, actually, we go Trent farming too when we go MBD farming, so yes. Alright, we want to make sure we don't kill Pegasus here. This should be just Umi and go here. Yep, we have 3 cards exactly, so this works. Thank you, Pika. Oh, I should have... Oh, there we go. We're good. We're good. Come on, RNG. Help us out.
The RNG.
You have time for a quick incentive update while you're between matches?
Really, really quickly. Why was that modifying? Yeah, go for it.
Okay, we just past the $300 mark for the Go-Go Hamster Chef bonus any % run. Y'all are doing great with those donations. Keep them coming in. Let's keep the momentum going. We have to hit $2,000, and by the time we get to the end of that run. And with that, I will actually be passing the host mic to the incredible Zokubun, who will be your host for the rest of this run and beyond. I've been Pacific. Good luck on the rest of your run, Sky. I will be cheering you on from the audience. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Pacific, and welcome, Zokubun. All right, so there we did get the worst luck possible, and that's about all I can say about that. So the good news, there's good news and bad news. The good news is we got 3 dragon capture jars. That will be useful for later, so that's okay. The bad news is all we got is this dragon treasure. However, this isn't like all I got was this t-shirt. This is still okay here. We're at $1.07 right now. I'm really hoping this game moves its butt along here so we can get to where we need to. However, it could be much worse. So that is your mid-ATAC update here.
And now back to our reporter in the field.
Yep. Absolutely.
But yeah, like, obviously, we're... Dragon Treasure is not the best, not the worst by far.
No, it can get equipped to MBD, which is why I'm okay with it.
Yep.
Take a turn here. I'm always watching my timer, you'll notice, because I'm doing calculations as to how long each attack is going to take. There's a lot of thought process that actually goes into this. And again, shout outs to Fear the Pika here for having my back, because this is rough.
Oh yeah.
Let's do this instead. Because again, we got to start losing life. But again, I take comfort in knowing I'm doing everything I can. It's just the game. The game has to cooperate now.
Yeah, and that's kind of how speedrunning a lot of things with RNG works. Like, for me personally, I describe myself as a speedrunner who plays games that have too much RNG in them. And at the end of the day, you kind of just have to learn how to laugh off the game just being like, no, you don't get to play the game today.
Yup. Very much within the realm of possibility, by the way, chat. Like, we're still okay overall, but I'm just kind of like, come on, this is a marathon. I want to get to the fun stuff. This is not fun stuff. Like, the fun stuff is still ahead.
Yeah.
However, for the viewers, this is the most exciting because everyone wants to see the booster packs.
Right?
We are doing a long laundry list of things to unlock a drop table that we need.
Yeah.
Yes, embrace chaos.
Yeah. We are trying to farm good cards, and the good cards are trying not to show up, it seems.
Hey, you don't want to go into the late game with the deck I have right now.
At least you're doing a good job of baiting out the attacks so that you get the effective attacks, like, you know, as if you know and really understand what goes into getting an A-Tech, this is actually fascinating to watch. Just like all the little micro decisions you're making as you go.
Oh yeah, like, this is a lot of thinking.
Yeah, okay, I'm going to chain these monsters together to make a particular fusion, but I'm not going to make it happen on the last one because we need to make sure we have a weak monster so that we can bait an attack out from the opponent. Also, we're trying to cycle through the hand as fast as possible so that we can get our deck count down to 3 cards or less. Like, this is so cool.
Alright, I should be able to go on this turn. Alright, I guess now we'll see Pumpkin. Actually, I may have to wait. Let me see here. 39. Okay, we may, Sorry, just doing quick math here. Had a brain fart there.
Look, this has you turning so many numbers in your head at the same time, you know?
I'm not getting anything.
What were those drops? Oh my god.
This is some of the worst Pegasus luck I've had in a marathon. Alright. We gotta keep going. That's all you can do. You gotta keep going and hope it'll work out. Alright, we have enough baby dragons already. We have enough petite dragons. Wow, that was really a bad drop. In every sense of the word there. That was so bad. I'm trying. All right. So this is the best play I can make. If he feather dusters us, it's not the end of the world. We're not going to get feather dustered again, so that was actually quite lucky.
Yeah, as Pika mentions in chat, Sky, you know, the drops has been not great.
They have been bad.
You've got 100% on landing the Atex, so
yeah,
that's something to be proud of.
gosh, we got another one. What the heck is you are. Oh, this game is making me feel ways today, chat. It is making me feel ways. Oh yeah, World Tournament's been finished since 40 minutes in. We've just been getting super bad attack luck, and it's about 8 minutes per attempt. Let's do this before I forget. Oh, Nate's here. Maybe my luck will turn around. Nate, we've gotten 3 dragon capture jars and a widespread rune and a dragon treasure off of 4 15-card ATEX so far. Yeah.
What do you think the face down is?
Probably invisible wire.
Okay.
That's why I want to get rid of it. As long as I'm doing everything under my control, though, that's all I can ask of myself.
Oh, yeah. Like, you're doing phenomenally. The game's just like, yeah, no, I don't feel like cooperating today.
Hopefully we're going to be past this soon, chat, because the next fun thing is farming for MVDs. But that's okay. Like I said, we're going to stay positive. And if you do that, we have our emergency save. We all good. We all good. Don't worry about it.
Oh, yeah. Like, we are big, chilling. We are moisturized, unbothered, in our lane, hitting consistent ATEX.
That's right. Yeah, we've only gotten 1 equipped so far. We got a dragon treasure, so we have a dragon treasure and a dark energy for folks wanting to keep track in the chat. I'm just glad that chat is also vibing with me. Y'all are also the MVPs of this run. I can stay calm because chat's like, yeah, we're doing this thing. And Leggy is also here.
Oh, yeah. And I'm honestly jamming out. Not gonna lie.
A Black Skull Dragon is in this game, yes. I know too well from fighting a Shizu. Oh, yeah. Do stay hydrated, stretch, etc. Yes. Good reminder. All right. So 6 cards left. And where am I on the count? 12, 3.
Sky doing some last minute, like, back of the napkin calculations to make sure we don't tech out right now.
What did you What did you call that? Napkin?
Sorry?
You called it napkin something?
Yeah, back of the napkin map. It's, a turn of phrase you see crop up. I learned it when I was in academia, where, like, you're hanging out with at the bar after a long day of conferences, and you get an idea and you scribble it down on the back of the napkin to check your math.
I love that. I'm gonna remember that after this run, Leggy.
Oh yeah.
Another dragon treasure. Okay, I think I have time for like 1 or 2 more ATEX. And then I gotta go MBD farming. Like this is scary. However, we do have defensives. We do have defensives with us. It's just not what I want in a marathon. Oh, heck.
Well, Sky, if you've got a little time, I've got a donation cheering you on.
I would love that. Go for it.
All right. Well, folks, if you didn't hear our fantastic host earlier, Pacific, my name's Zokubun. I will be joining you for the rest of this amazing run. And speaking of that donation I mentioned, we've got $10 from Kate Duffels, who says, I still don't understand Forbidden Memories, but so happy to support Sky and Malala Fund. This donation is in honor of the Trent card. Trent is supposed to be in this deck, right?
Maybe. Maybe.
Yeah. So, for those of you who are unaware of the lore, Trent is a drop that we'll be seeing when we go MDD farming, who has the same drop rate as MBD, but is terrible, and we do not want it. And yet Trent shows up way too much.
Anybody got an SSJ Trent in the chat? Any Spike subs there? My good friend Spike Vegeta. Also did commentary for me in the AGDQ 2022 run of this with my race with Keezer on. I will say, chat, there is a first in this run. I've never done this many attacks during a marathon run, because we usually get what we need by now.
So, Sky, say the line. Say the line.
I am just making all the funny faces at chat right now. I want to feel. That's right. This run's got some character in it, right, chat?
Game's got jokes.
Like I said, it looks like everybody's having a good time. That's all that matters to me. You know, we got to use the emergency save, so what? We're having a good time. We're raising money for a charity. Malala Fund's awesome.
Aw, yeah.
I have no qualms with that whatsoever.
You haven't been kidding. This music is a bop. I have been dancing here like in my seat. Thank you so much for bringing this to Patel's.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm glad y'all have me. Again, it's just an honor to be able to do this. Also, hey, Nate. Nate, also a good friend, keeping check here, mods, so no worries. Nate is also a good from the community.
But also, could we just shout out Sky doing those incredible fusion chains as she's trying to get the ATEC here? Like, that takes skill. That takes knowledge of how this game works to just be like, oh yeah, and then this goes into that, and it goes into this, and bada bing, bada boom. It's twin-headed Thunder Dragon.
Honestly, like, some folks ask me, like, how do you prepare for the RNG of this run? My answer is, have you played Magic the Gathering before? Because I'm used to RNG from that game as well. Alright, we're gonna just set this down. My energy is coming from Leggy, Zokun Pacific, and chat. Like, it is coming from everyone right now, and I appreciate that.
And like, you know, with all of us giving you energy like this is truly one of the most anime runs you'll see this event.
Friendship!
Would you even call this a spirit bomb of a run?
I could, yeah.
Yeah.
I would say if we were to translate what's happening to us in terms of Magic the Gathering, I would say we are very mana screwed right now, yeah. And that means you just don't have a lot of mana. Like, you don't have a lot of resources to work with. This should just be Umi and go. All right, chat, send me your energy. You know, like that thing from Dragon Ball Z, like that GIF? Send me all of it. Social media helpers also for GDQ, send me all your energy. Just send it all. Send it
Everyone,
all.
hands in the air. Channel your energy to Sky.
We need it. Send me your energy, chat. I need Megamorphs, please. Please. Bright Castle! Bright Castle! A third widespread! You know what? We're going without Megamorphs. We are done. We are done with this.
Let's do it. We got this.
We are going for MVD, chat. That's good enough. That's good enough. We're going for Meteor B Dragon. That is my signature in marathons. Here we go, chat. Everybody cheer with me. That was good enough. That was good enough. That was good enough. Who needs Megamorph? That card don't like me. Megamorph's a distant past. Now we pray for MVD here, chat. All right. Leggy, I see the light at the end of the tunnel.
Oh, yeah. Like, you know, some days the game says, nah, but we just keep going. We keep fighting. We keep moving forward.
That's right. All right, what do we want here? We want this. We want these. We want 2 more Umis as well.
I've got a little advice from a donation if you're willing to take it.
Yes, please.
All right. Well, Dijon Ketchup sends in $10 and says, "Hey, Sky, good luck with the run. And don't forget to talk to the old man after defeating Morty to get the Mewtwo card you need to duel the Science Club." Wait, that might be a different TCG video game.
Much love, Dijon Ketchup. Thank you so much. Again, just wonderful friends here. Thank you, Dijon. I appreciate you.
Yeah, that is a reference to the Pokemon TCG for the Game Boy Color, newly released on Nintendo Switch speedrun, which she and I have done here before.
All right, so we know what this is. Question is, how do we want to respond to it? So again, we don't have to APOW here, all right? Also, we are done counting, thank goodness. I want to give shout-outs again to my good friend Fear the Pika in chat. Also, Bad News Nate, Dan the Enigma. Thank you so much, y'all, for cheering me on, for helping double-check my math work here. Thank you. Hopefully, the worst of it is truly over. Yo,
That shield's a jerk.
Hey, friend. Oh, that shield is not nice, yes. We're about to get over it in a second, though. Yeah, we're not going to get the APOW here, but you rarely do in campaign because you start on meadow terrain. And for anyone saying, hey, Sky, are you going to duel Kapura next? No. We need more stuff.
Judge Man. I had that card back in the day.
Oh, yeah, that came in
a wee
in Canvas deck. Yeah. It's a good card.
Oh, yeah.
Is that another shield? Meadow! Game, is this gonna be one of those days where I just fight you every step of the way? Is it gonna be one of these moments?
Look, the game just really wants you to feel like a true anime protagonist. You know,
I feel like
fighting
one.
and scrapping every single step of the way to finally come out victorious.
This has been like the scrappiest of runs. We have lethal on the next turn. So again, Meadow here eating up my time. And you want to know how I know this is a scrappy run? Pegasus tried to throw 2 MVDs at me. The nerve.
The absolute gall.
All right. All right. You think any Trents for the fans? No Trents for the fans. Not yet. We could have gotten Trent on BCD. That's the fun part about Trent. All right. Everybody throw the truck in reverse. Throw the truck in reverse.
Beep, beep, beep,
Oh,
beep.
so since we're doing MVD farming right now, feel free to keep those donations coming if you have anything you'd like to say, Zoku. You have free reign basically. None of the stuff we're doing here is too bad.
Oh, absolutely. Didn't want to break your concentration during what I hear is a very tough time. But we've got donations coming in, and once again, all of your donations are going to Malala Fund, like this $25 one from Sophia, who says, I play my Malala Fund donation in attack position, reducing the bonus Fear Games life points by 25. Also, let's go Lesbian Kirby. And that's right, your donations, when you put them towards an incentive, and even if you don't actually, all go up towards our cumulative $22,000 milestone for our bonus game at the end of tonight. That's going to be Fear, run by Fina. It is a first-person shooter that has a lot of horror elements and is so rarely seen in speedrun marathons like these. So I hope you're all excited to see it as I am, and as Sophia is. And speaking of which, you can also put your donation towards an incentive. It'll still go towards that bonus game. So just like Sophia has put their donation towards getting that lesbian Kirby flag, you too can choose between any of our open flags, whether that's bi pride, ace pride, trans pride, non-binary pride, or again, lesbian pride. Bi pride is in the lead at $174. But Sky, I believe your preference was trans pride?
Yes.
Absolutely. And Leggy, do you have a preference?
Oh man. I think I'm kind of obligated to go for lesbian Kirby.
Well, folks, you heard Leggy and Sky. If you want to help them get their flag choices up in the lead, Trans Pride is at $68, Lesbian Pride is at $35. Make sure you select those incentives when you make your donation. And you don't have a lot of time. Kirby is the next game coming up right after this run.
Well, that was the hand we saw as the opener, huh, Leggy?
Yep. But hey, making forward progress, doing good.
Doing my best here. Doesn't look like I'll be able to get it, but we'll see. We'll see what we can conjure up here. This is a hard maybe.
Yeah, so what are the requirements for going for the right drop table?
We need to defeat before, it's got to be 28 or less cards, otherwise we don't get it. But looks like we're going to get it here, barely.
Yeah, because that's exactly 28 cards left.
Yep, we barely made it there. I can't believe I did it with that hand. No, we didn't get it. We probably used too many spells there. Heck. That's all right. We'll try again. We must have just barely missed it then. But most of the time you can get it with what I just did. Still plenty of time here. We don't panic. We keep going forward, chat.
Chat's got some more love for you when you're ready.
Please. Yes, I'm ready.
Well, this name should be familiar. Here's $10 from Fear the Pika. I engraved the invitation, so hopefully Barbie, Becky, and Beatrice won't be super rude and refuse to RSVP. It's been incredible so far. You're an amazing runner, Sky. Guess you won't have those Megamorph on A technicality. Good luck. I'm ready to point and laugh.
Heck yeah. And when Pika says point and laugh, that's because Haishin is a bad person and deserves to be laughed at here. And so hopefully that means we have cleared Seto 3 when we point and laugh. That would be a wonderful thing to see. All right, no shield. Gabe, what am I doing here? This is the worst luck I've seen. This is...
Yeah. Like, yeah, the RNG is rough, but, you know, we're chilling. We're cruising.
We are big chilling. I don't think I can get this, unfortunately. Oh, what would I need in the next turn to even be able to make this POW work? Oh, okay. I forgot that was an option. Nice. I'm just gonna go for the maximum attack I can get, which is 17 off Skelegon. It might not be enough. Actually, it might be enough. Let me see. Anybody got a calculator?
Nope.
No, I'm short by 200.
So close.
It was the shield.
Yeah, if only we had like that one final one to make it up to Curse a Dragon.
No, we have a chance at Trent still. We just don't have a chance at MBD. All right, so we're not gonna look at the cards till we go back to the menu. By the way, for folks wanting to know about my save, should we meet it? My save has 3 MVDs, also no Megamorph, so how thematic. Should we meet it? That's the regular. All right, chat, this is cheeky. We got a Meteor Dragon. No MVD. What the heck? This is the memeest run on paper I've ever had in this game.
Look, the game just wants to show off for the fans.
For the fans, yes.
Yeah. Chat going, I bit the RNG, but the RNG bit back.
I don't know if I'm laughing or crying right now, but I'm just gonna vibe with it. Heck. Alright, so what could that be? Probably Judgment. Oh my gosh, chat. You can't make this stuff up, y'all. Anyone who watches my stream is like, Sky, what is this run right now?
I like Sky's what is this run right now?
Okay. And I can't make it again. What the heck? No. We will try to finish it, though. So we want a Kaminari attack here. We could use a couple extra Thunders, at least if we're going to get it. It's been just the nastiest of RNG. We're trying. Okay, so again, these are all what I call invalid attempts because we're not getting it before 28, except for that one that I feel like it should. Oh, I got a Metal Dragon. Never mind, that's pretty good.
All right.
Okay. Practice did go so well. My practice runs were really, really, really good.
Yeah.
Game just wants to make sure we don't end our good times so soon.
Like, it shows in your gameplay how well those practice runs went, you know. Of course.
If I get a Thunder here, this should be fine. Nope, we don't get a Thunder. All right. So gonna do this. Do this.
So correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like usually for TCG games, you usually kind of deliberate a little. But here, I've just been watching Sky make snap decisions as soon as they see the cards, and it's amazing how fast this is going by. Like, just one match is like over before I know it.
Oh, absolutely.
Right.
I appreciate that. Part of it is I've just been playing TCGs my whole life, so I'm used to that kind of quick thought process. All right. That's okay. Let's see, 29. What are these? What is this? I'm gonna take my 600 here. I don't think this is gonna work again.
Just gotta have faith.
43, yeah, like, if my math is right, this is not gonna work. Dang it.
Well, speaking of faith, here is a $50 donation from So Fresh Sales, who says, so excited to work my first ever Fatale's volunteer shift. Good luck to all the runners this week, and thank you everyone for supporting the Malala Fund. Trust in the heart of the cards, Sky. We'll get those dual monsters we need.
Yeah, again, so this is one turn short again. And despite all the bad luck, the fact that I'm only coming in one turn short is amazing. But unfortunately, it's one turn short.
Yeah. Which is unfortunate. But, like, you know, your hands are just not coming together the way you need them to.
No, these have been very awkward hands. Again, just checking. Oh, got a crawling. We got 2 crawling dragons. So what this means is these are what I call level 2 dragons. And that means our hands might flow a little smoother with them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because in order to get Twin-Headed Thunder Dragon, you need a dragon with 1600 attack and a thunder. So if you have, like, these dragons here, they cap out at 15, those aren't going to be Twin-Headed Thunder Dragon if you fuse them with a thunder.
So again here, what are invalid attempts? I'm not getting the drop table I need. So I call them invalid attempts because we're not getting the stuff. When you have a Kamuri Dragon as a 3000, you know something went sideways somewhere.
That Kamuri Dragon's doing its best Blue Eyes impression.
How many thunders I'll count after this? This one still has a chance. We need some luck though, which is something I feel like I'm just a wee bit short on right now.
This might make it if with a good draw.
Yes. It might.
So now would be a great time for chat. Send Sky your energy.
Yeah, this should be fine. All right, baby dragon, bring me some big dragons. All right,
Come
hopefully this wasn't
on.
too many turns. That's the only thing I'm worried about in terms of the APOW. Yes. Okay. Guy of the Fierce Knight. Another Triax Golem. What the? Okay. You know what? This has been going so weirdly. We take those. How many thunders do I have? Let's see. That's a good question. 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 thunders. So that's not bad. All right, we are going to put in Guy of the Fierce Knight for now. Oh, I could have put a second one in. That's okay. I'll put another one in if I need that.
Yeah.
That's 2 Trents. Chat, I must know. Who has had a good laugh so far? You know what? If I have made y'all laugh, who has laughed at least once today?
I mean, in my case, it's more like who's had trouble stopping laughing.
Well, speaking of Trent, the Maverick Girl sends in $5 and some good wishes. Sky, I already pulled the Trent for you at Gen Con, so here's an obligatory $5. Hope it frees up another MBD drop for you. Good luck on your run, and remember, bite the RNG!
I picked the RNG. Thanks, Maverick Girl.
Really, Gabe?
The game's just helping us raise more money for Malala Fund today.
That's right. You know what? If charity's winning, then I'm winning no matter what's happening here. You know what, chat? We gotta trust Baby Dragon again to finish things up. Come on! Baby Dragon, bring me like 2 MVDs and we can just move forward and forget that this bad RNG ever happened, alright?
Baby Dragon the MVP.
Another Gaia that helps. Another Trent! Who is sending me all these Trents?
Baby Dragons out here just doing their best.
Oh my gosh. By the way, those could be MVDs, those Trents. Again, I don't know if I'm laughing or crying. The answer is yes. The answer is just yes. Mr. Kaiba sends his regards. To give you an idea of how wide the variance is in this chat, when I did one of my practice runs this week, I'd be done in about 6 minutes during one of my practice runs.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Is this what they call marathon luck?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Right, well, here's another donation wishing you luck. $100 from Kate Lip C saying, oh, hi, Sky. Hope the heart of the cards is with you this afternoon. Good luck to all the runners. Love from Cariad.
Oh, hi, Carrie. Thank you so much.
Hi, Carrie.
Come on. 2 more guys. I don't need 2 more guys.
My God. Game.
This isn't even like I have megamorphs and the MVDs like a luxury. Like, I need these MVDs at this point.
Well, while the game is stalling for charity, just an update. We are $375 of the way to unlocking that bonus any % run for Go-Go Hamster Chef. Go-Go Hamster Chef is our run coming up right after Kirby's Dream Land, which is a really short run, and of course to run right after this. So that's just 2 runs away, and it itself is a short run. But, and if you missed it earlier, if we meet that incentive, Char Bunny, our runner, will be performing an extra any % run with an ending that is much sweeter and nicer than something you might expect from the start of our horror block. So, you know, if you want the bunny, it's not the bunny, I'm sorry, if you want the hamster to get a happy ending, please, by all means, send in your donations. And remember, all of those are going to benefiting Malala Fund, which is working for a world where girls can learn and lead.
It's Rebecca! Hi, Rebecca. would like another, please. We've got 4 verbs of the forbidden one. What the heck? All right, we have 1. We have 1.
We're getting there. We're making our way.
All right, 1 more and we can proceed on with the run finally. Now we're looking for Barbie next. Barbie is the second one because this is the title. You know, we have Becky, Barbara, also known as Barbie, Bridget, we gotta find Barbie next though. MVD is our friend, chat. We need MVD to take us to victory. Notice how these attacks are getting easier, by the way, y'all. There's a reason for that. We're starting to get cards that help progress things quicker. Just getting that first attack was a POW was a pain in the butt. All right, another Gaia. What is that, 6? That's 6 Gaia the Fierce Knights.
Look, Gaia just wants to be here.
Yeah, apparently. Yes, you can combine Curse the Dragon and Gaia, yes. All right. No game. I came prepared this time. You can't shield me. It's just an Everest stretch, okay.
I mean, better show them the crushing might of the ocean instead.
That's right. Nope. Another Gaia?
Game.
Game, what are you doing? What are you doing? When I am not farming, this game will make a lot more sense. Right now, we're just trying to get the cards we need.
Yep. Look, making sense of this game comes later.
So what do we have for equips? We have 2 Bright Castles, 2 Dragon Treasures, and a Dark Energy. That is definitely on the lower side of equips right now, but we have a lot of defensive spells like Widespread Ruin. So put that down. Where's Trent? You all got enough Trents for today. That's enough. There's enough Trents. Ah, heck. All right. I'm glad you all are laughing. That makes me happy. What is this hand?
I have a couple of no-comment donations, and I'm sure there are no comments because they're too busy laughing. If you'd like to get them in.
Oh, yeah, go for it.
Yeah, please.
Absolutely. So here is $100 from Edwin, $50 from Abstract Cow, $25 from Anonymous, Another $25 from Anonymous. Thank you so much, Anonymous. $5 from Anonymous. $20 from Anonymous. And of course, you do not have to send in a comment when you send in those donations. All of that does still go to benefiting Malala Fund and go towards our bonus game milestone, which is again $22,000. We are halfway there. We've raised $11,150 so far this event, and we're only at the start of day 2. Let's keep it up, y'all. I know we can make that milestone game today.
Heck yeah. Y'all, I have heard that donating to charity helps bite the RNG. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. It helps bite the RNG, especially towards that incentive. So let's get those in.
You know, that's a very, very good point.
There's
What
one
are
thing I
these
know.
hands?
It's that MBD likes to show up when he sees high donation amounts.
That's right. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna do that. We're gonna put this in Saturn. Then we are gonna do this. Where are my Gaias, by the way? Those are supposed to help me attack faster, and I haven't seen too many of them.
I think they're just having a party at the bottom of your deck.
MBD, do you need an engraved invocation? Please report to the front desk. All right, Baby Dragon, you're gonna help me find this other MBD, right? Right? You know, kind of like that Star Wars meme, right?
MBD, come on, Baby Dragon. You're the mascot. You're gonna save
us
the day.
Come on, Baby Dragon! No! I got farting clouds instead.
Oh my god.
I mean, at this point, I'm thankful to just have one MBD right now. If the second one wasn't as necessary, I would have left a while ago, but we kind of need them.
Yeah.
Game, what are you doing to me? Do we need to sit down and have a chat right now? Do we need to sit down and have a chit-chat right now? I don't want to have to put you in timeout. Yeah, there's a lot of beans, chat, yes. There's enough beans to make a bean factory right now.
I've got an entire bean salad with an extra side helping of more beans.
Okay, so we know what that is. All right, shield, be gone. No, I hit the wrong Guardian Star because I thought I was going to come across a Judge Man, dang it. All right, so how am I going to get past this?
I was really hoping you were just going to top deck right there.
That would have been hilarious, but no, I'm probably going to have to just blast through this and get another invalid.
Yeah, unfortunate.
Yeah, I was thinking that I'm like, okay, I'm playing to see anything but the shield. And then what did I see? I saw the shield.
Game knows.
It always does. Alright, so I'm gonna put this in defense mode here just in case. Try to speed things along here. Trying to think what the maximum amount of farming time I can get away with is. I don't think I can go with this deck. Not easily, at least. Not without it costing a lot of time. Oh, now I get you. I see how this goes, game.
A daylight and $1 short on my called shots. I need to work on that.
Does anyone run this without MVD? Certainly. Or without the mod? Yes. Yes.
Oh yeah, people.
The MVD is mostly for marathon routing. Oh my gosh, I can't believe with even this good of a fast deck, I'm still not getting the valid attempts that I need here. And I have 8 thunders, so it's not a thunder issue either. Come on, be nice. Come on. There you are.
You know, that'll work.
Took you long enough? It took you long enough?
Nice way to get the party started.
Yes. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna park you down here. Yeah, this is no RNG manip. So RNG manip is a separate category. That's a separate thing.
Bring us home, baby dragon.
Nah,
Well,
I wish I could. Nah, Becky's got to do this. Becky, please go find Barbie. We need to go now. Another Skull Knight, Curse the Dragon, another Skull Knight. By the way, Skull Knight has the same drop odds as MVD.
Of course, of course.
I don't know if you actually covered why they're called Becky, Barbara, and Beatrice before, but for anyone who doesn't know or didn't hear it, would you give us a refresher?
Sure. So, hang on, let me just modify this real quick. This is Fatal, right? This is, I gave them, ladies' names for Fatal.
Okay, so it's just fun nicknames to make them easier to identify. Got it.
Because I remember watching my last Fatal run, I'm like, why did I give them these names? Like last time I named them like Bob, for instance. And I'm like, no. We need to change this.
Well, now we have Barbie.
That's right. We got to find Barbie still. We have Becky right now. Has this ever been Game of the Month in the FF Discord? It should.
You know, someone should suggest it.
Yeah. Alright. Anything but shield, we good here. Alright, that is not a shield. If I continue with this run and don't use my emergency save, we'll probably hug up against the estimate, but I would love to complete this run despite all the bad RNG I've been getting.
Oh, yeah. When is the cutoff going to be for flipping over to the backup save?
Probably 240-ish, unless I'm on a run with this deck. Like, let's say I get the MVD.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like... We'll figure it out.
Yeah, I'm not too worried. That's why I came up with the super backup strat.
Oh, yeah.
This is definitely, of all the runs I've done, definitely the most unlucky. And between my practice runs as well, it's been the most unlucky. Gameplay's been on point, though. I really can't be... I cannot be hard on myself for that part. The gameplay's been top tier for me.
And, like, you know, this is a showcase of, you know, the run in all of its ups and downs. I don't think anyone can complain about, you know, some Forbidden Memories being rude.
Oh, yeah.
Who would have thought that would have happened?
Nope. I'm getting cards that actually have lower luck drops than 16 Meadow Fights. My goodness. Alright, we got a Kaminari attack and another Skull Knight, though. 4 Skull Knights! What the... Beans. Beans? Beans.
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 All right. Well, since Sky and Leggy brought up the end of the run coming up close real soon, just earlier, I also want to remind you all that that means we're getting closer to our next couple of runs, which includes Go Go Hamster Chef coming up just 2 runs after this. And of course, our incentive of the bonus any percent run. We are currently at $375 out of the $2,000 we need to meet that bonus any percent run. You don't have a lot of time. I believe we only have like about an hour left to meet that. So get those donations and make sure you select that incentive or say it in your comment that you want that. And our wonderful donations team who are there reading and going through all of your donations to Malala Fund will make sure it goes to the right incentive. But again, you don't have a lot of time left. And I know I want to see that hamster get a happy ending. I hope you all do too.
There's Guy the Dragon Champion finally, Leggy.
Yeah, no, I was just thinking it. It's like, oh hey, finally got it all to line up. We are really showing off all the weird fusions. I think everyone knew about that one.
That one often. There it is.
Yo!
All right, we're going. Let's go. Thank you, Barbie.
Go!
Let's go!
Finish this for charity. I don't want to have to load my emergency save. I want to do it despite all the bad RNG.
Chat, can we get some Bite the RNGs for Sky, please?
This has been such an emotional go of it. But this is when the real character comes out. Anybody can just plow through this game if RNG goes their way. This is what takes character right here.
Mm-hmm.
All right. All right, so now we take out Guy of the Fierce Knights, because those are kind of bad for what we're doing. We got a Dark Magician as well, too.
Oh, hell yeah. Cool. I was wondering, okay, where do you have to go to get Dark Magician in this game?
All right, so we took out the Gaias already, and I'm going to put in just this Kamari Dragon as a place filler. This is, chat, I'm going to tell you now, this is bare bones. We have 5 equips and 2 MBDs. This is like, for me, for a marathon run, this is bare bones, but we're going to make it work. Mm-hmm. We always have, and we always will, chat. By the way, if we get MBD here, we're backing up and saving.
Oh, yeah.
This is going to be tight as it is.
Like, it's a marathon. Safety saves are important.
Actually, let's do this.
Yeah, like at this point, you know, this deck, definitely not the best deck of all time, but definitely one that can clear. So now it's just a matter of piecing everything together and getting our way through the last few fights we have until the end of the game.
You tried, game. You tried. You tried and you failed.
Let's go.
All right, we're gonna check here because
let's go. Let's go.
Yes.
No, I'm not losing my MBD to Kapur. You can forget that noise. Okay, we probably don't have to load the safety save at this point. Now we hope we meet estimate. If we don't, I'm gonna do my best. But this is all up to the final 6 now, letting us through and just getting good hands. Just getting good hands at this point. Mm-hmm. All right, we don't have to back up the truck anymore. We got all 3 MVDs here. All right. Leggy.
I can't believe we did it. And, like, how does this compare to the backup deck you have?
It's about the same now. It's about the same. It's
Yes.
defensive spells. It's a couple less equips, but there were no megamorphs in that. It does have more dragon capture jars and widespreads than the backup deck did.
Yeah, so, like, frankly, what we've got here is better than the backup. Let's not talk about how long it took to drop, but hey, we got there.
Yeah, I mean, we got, 45? The game has to completely cooperate for me to meet estimate right now. And again, changing over decks at this point, not really much of an option. We got everything we need.
Yeah, now it's just go time.
All right, so here this isn't really a tragedy if this is a wall, because next turn we have Umi. I think at this point, the game owes me smooth sailing.
Oh, yeah. Like, the game just wanted to flex, wanted to show off a little. But now at this point, you know, it's chill time. We're just gonna go.
All right. I didn't even like to back up there given how little time we had, but I was not losing a third MBD. That consistency is so important. Watch me get, if I get 3 MBG drops like off of that, I'll cry after everything I just had to go through.
Right.
All right, Kapura. More Trunks! 6 Exodia!
Almost makes you wonder, like, okay, at what point do you just give up and go, okay, this is now an Exodia deck?
All right, this is not a good hand against this. But maybe we'll get easy mode. Maybe we won't see the 4250 here.
So what is easy mode versus hard mode here?
This is light easy mode. An equipper and MBD takes care of this. Looks like we're gonna go with widespread instead. Fine. Okay, that's just gonna stall. That's not a huge deal. These are hands, Leggy.
Oh yeah, those are definitely some of the hands of all time.
Okay. First, we're gonna ram into this, check the back row. We're fine. By the way, we're safe now. All we needed was MBD with 1 equip.
I'm breathing.
You know, this could have been much worse, you know? Yep. I mean, you ain't wrong. Another 3,500. This has been... Okay. We have lethal on next turn no matter what. I would like to file a personal complaint with RNG after this run. I'm gonna send it to the complaint desk. All right, there we go. 1 Tricapura at least.
I've just been on the edge of my seat that entire match. Wow.
That That was, believe it or not, that was easy mode for that fight. That was easy mode.
Wow.
Yup.
I wish I was making that up, but I'm not.
This is one of the video games of all time.
Oh, it certainly is. But I am going to go and squeeze in a quick update here before we get into our next match. We are now at $392 out of $2,000. After that last match, though, I think you especially need this donation, Sky. Here's $25 from Quiet Brook, who says, good luck to Skybilz with the run. Thank you so much for your donation, Quiet Brook. And of course, any of your donations can go towards benefiting Malala Fund. And of course, can help us meet that Go-Go Hamster Chef bonus any % incentive. Make sure you select that when you make your donation. You don't have much time left.
Thank you so much again, and I just want to thank again Pacific and Zokubun both here for doing a fantastic job of reading donations. Leggy for helping me keep my head on straight during all of this. And chat for backing me up here, because this has been one of the hardest Forbidden Memories. Actually, this is the hardest Forbidden Memories marathon run, and we're not even to the really hard part yet. That was the RNG part. We have the hard part still ahead.
I have faith.
I've got faith too. Chad, if you've got faith, could you please post some faiths in chat?
Yo, we love faith here. This is actually another hard one. This mage has the capability of producing Perfectly Ultimate Great Moth. Yes, that is a card. 4,000 attack on the forest field. Also, 2 Reaper of the Cards. Shoutouts to my friend Hyperstrike, who loves Reaper of the Cards. All right, chat. Let's see if we can catch ourselves a Perfectly Ultimate Great Moth, shall we? Ooh, okay. Looking up what you're putting down here. However, put this down.
Have you considered Becky's here?
Oh yeah, she's here and she's angry.
Mm-hmm.
How unfortunate for you that that still isn't enough. Oh, by the way, goodbye. Hi, Barbie. You want to take care of the rest of this field for me? Fry it. Beautiful forest, by the way. We saved a little bit of time on that one, believe it or not. That was well done.
Oh yeah, I believe it. I believe it.
And that was hard mode because we did see Perfectly Ultimate Great Moth. They just the moth paid the price there with Widespread Ruin.
Yeah. So how do the modes work?
What do you mean?
So like you talking about hard mode, easy mode, is that like something in the game's AI, or is it just like, oh, we saw their boss monster, that was hard mode?
Yeah, it was kind of like their ace, right? Like in Pokemon when you see an ace, for instance. So basically, there are certain hurdles for each duelist that you need to clear, and if you don't see the max hurdle, I consider that easy mode. Mm-hmm. And Perfectly Ultimate Great Moth, definitely the max hurdle for that fight.
Or as chat's taken to calling it, perfectly roasted Great Moth.
Very roasted, yep. All right, so we are doing an optional fight here, and you may be thinking, well, Sky, why are we doing optional fights? We're on the clock as it is. Yes, we are, but this is still part of the marathon route, and this is a route that I have developed over the past few years. We dual Seto 2, so that way if we take a loss on the final gauntlet, it's not as devastating.
Yeah.
And we're gonna just ditch this first hand here. We still have to fight Lab Mage no matter what, by the way, and do the whole labyrinth thing. It's Seto 2 that's the extra bit. What is that? A wall, you say? We're gonna just poke it and see if it is one.
Poke.
This game is one big wall, chat.
And half of it's made of RNG.
Well, speaking of RNG, I've got another donation when you're ready.
Oh, yeah, go for it.
CC's got $5 in for the Malala Fund, and they say, I've only seen a couple of runs, but that's all it takes to learn that RNG in this game can be brutal. Sending positive vibes. Bring it home, Sky!
Thank you. I will do my absolute best. I was not prepared for this run when I woke up today, but it's the run we got. Alright, I'm probably just gonna save that, and we're gonna do this. I'm gonna save Regeki for the lethal turn. This is why we like Skull Knight. It's not the best card, but it does deal with a lot of nuisances.
Yeah, it feels like, a good filler card for when you... Because, again, you can only run 3 of any card in the deck.
Yeah. Okay, so this is actually easy mode. We haven't seen Gate Guardian. And that's why I'm holding the Regeki in my hand right now, because we don't have a way of clearing it without that. So you always want to prepare for the worst case scenario, even at the cost of, going fast. Oh, there you are. 20 cards left in the deck. And, Becky decides, okay, let's show up. Yeah, it's a little late. How about next duel? Jeez.
Right?
All right. right, left, right here. All right. All right, chat, I need good vibes here. We definitely need to get past Seto here on the first try. It would be nice. We've lost enough time to RNG. Also, just don't ask questions about the pictures you're seeing here. There's nothing important going on here. All right.
Well, the important thing is that we're going to kick Seto 2's butt.
Yep. And again, if you're learning this game, Seto 2 is actually a good route to start on. Also, GG's, Seto. All you need is a singular MVD here. That gets over Labyrinth Mage with the Guardian Labyrinth Mage. Gate Guardian with the Guardian Star. And we have received hard mode, chat. And we're going to let Kaiba know exactly how we feel about hard mode in a second here. Oh, it's just Blackluster Soldier. Okay. Never mind. This is easy mode until he presents the Gate Guardian.
Look.
I don't think he can top deck a Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, by the way. I don't think Seto 2 has Blue Eyes Ultimate. One of the FM runners can speak up otherwise, but I'm pretty sure that's not the case.
Yeah, Gate Guardian.
Really good.
The game was already trying to gatekeep you enough as it is with that bad RNG earlier.
Oh, yeah. Oh, we got a Zoa? I mean, it doesn't matter as much as it traditionally would because we have Skull Knight, but that's still kind of cool. And of course, the best line of the game. Joey, do you want to state the obvious for us? He's dangerous. Yeah, yeah. What do you think, Joey? That beans. That's what we think about that. Okay, so from here, we're just going to do what I call cleanup now. All the really tough stuff is out of the way. We are still going to save because we are at a marathon, but this is cleanup duty at this point. We have 3 shrines. We leave all the easy ones for last. "11 Gaia the Fierce Knights."
Jeez,
11.
Wow.
Well, that's the mascot of the run if I've seen one.
While we're here, real quick chat. As you can see, it is go time for Sky. We are racing towards the end of this run. And as I've been saying, again, go Hamster Chef, it's just 2 runs away. That's the end of this run. And then Kirby's Dream Land, which is coming up right after this. Then we're at Go Hamster Chef. And you know what, friends? Speedruns go quick. I know this game might have tricked you into thinking otherwise, but speedruns are fast. It's in the name. And so if you want to see that bonus any percent run, we are $392 out of $2,000 to get that met. That is a 1/5 of the way there. So make your donations in and get them in quick. And of course, it all goes to benefit the fantastic cause that we're supporting for Flame Fatales 2023, Malala Fund. If you've got a little more time, Scott, I'd love to read a little bit more about Malala Fund. Let our chat know what they're donating to.
Absolutely, go for it.
All right, well, Malala Fund is working for a world where every girl can learn and lead. They believe local educators and activists are best suited to address the problems that girls face in their communities. Malala Fund invests in their work and collective power to create change, hold leaders accountable, and give girls the tools they need to advocate for themselves. From supporting STEM education for young women in Pakistan to creating safe learning spaces for girls in northern Nigeria, your gift today is an investment in Malala Fund programs that directly benefit girls. That's the important cause that your donations are going to. And you get the bonus of extra time in the event, whether it is the incentive of Go Hamster Chef's bonus any percent, or contributing towards our $22,000 milestone for that bonus fear run at the end of tonight. So !donate in chat will get you that handy link. And again, thank you all so much for your donations, whatever you are able to give.
Thank you. Yes. So, yeah, we are on the closing stretch here. We have 2 more shrines after this. And I'm probably going to skip the save between Ocean and Desert, because Desert's mostly a defensive shrine. We won't do it before Ocean, though, because I've seen Ocean go nasty before. So we're going to do a save here.
Yeah, it's a marathon. When in doubt, save a lot.
Yep. By the way, how about those 2 MVDs just quickly closing out that duel?
That was a thing of beauty. A thing of majesty.
Now you know why I love them so much. Again, I really, really hope, despite all the RNG that happened here, I really do encourage folks to pick up this game. I would love to see, especially more Fatale, pick up this game. And if you have any questions, please feel free to let me know. I am on the Frame Fatale server. Please, like, maybe this should be Game of the Month, like Kay Duffels was saying. Join us. How about you, Leggy? How do you feel about all this?
You know, I gotta say, I'm convinced. I've got a few speed projects I'm working on, but, you know, once I get those out of the way, I think I might have to pick this one up.
I would love to watch. I would love to cheer you on. Heck, I'd love to do fun races.
Hell yeah, that would be awesome. Like, maybe even if we don't make it, you know, Game of the Month necessarily, something we could do is like organize a casual first timers race, and you can just hang out and be like, okay, here's what you do.
Absolutely, I'd love to. The RNG is also forbidden to answer your question in chat. That's the other forbidden part.
Well, you're forbidden from remembering how rough the RNG can be.
Yes. Oh, that's a pun that I see in chat there. I love puns. We did get a Karushin. Hey, did you know Karushin is not only a sea serpent, but counts as a dragon? Why? Because forbidden memories.
Yeah, no. Like, I feel like one of the weird, sneaky barriers to entry to, like, really getting into this card is just, like, learning what all cards count as a fusion material for Twin-Headed Thunder Dragon.
By the way, yeah, Widespread's gonna take care of this problem for us. Boom. The unsung MVP of this run, Widespread Ruin.
If I could just hop on what you just said real quick, Sky.
Yeah.
You know what, chat? It sounds like a great way to give Sky some energy would be to maybe send in some donations with puns.
Yes. Or let me know what your favorite Yu-Gi-Oh card is too. That's always a fun one.
Oh, absolutely. I'd love to see some of those. I used to collect some Yu-Gi-Oh cards, so that would bring back some fond memories for me, too.
Yeah. Sky, do you have a favorite modern archetype for Yu-Gi-Oh?
I like, I heard Black Wings really good. Gravekeepers, both those are pretty sweet. All right, taking a little bit of a risk here, but I want to give myself more time in the final gauntlet. We may only get 1 or 2 chances at this, chat, so the final gauntlet, you could have the best deck in the world and fail the final gauntlet. And this isn't final gauntlet yet, but we're almost there.
Yeah, for myself, when I played Master Duel for a little bit, I was running a live twin deck.
Just trying to keep my cool and keep a positive attitude throughout this. I'm really, like, most of my average runs are done by this point, so I'm just kind of like, please be nice, please be nice. Actually, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna do this. Because I got a bad feeling about this card in front of us. Okay, it was just a brachial radius. I thought that was gonna be another wall, because that seems to be a theme for this.
Right?
That is called I Don't Trust This Game.
Chat says their favorite Yu-Gi-Oh card is Lead War Elves.
Oh, very funny. I really like Chaos Emperor Dragon. Envoy of the End is definitely one of my favorites. DD Warrior Lady is another one. I'm into the classics. Black Luster Soldier, Envoy of the Beginning, also a fun one. All right. You know what, chat? Start sending me all your energy early for a generous gauntlet. We definitely have the cards to do it. We definitely, with the defensive magic especially, have the cards to do it.
Well, here's some early energy to get that kick started. Yeah. Sound Defense sends in $50 and says, good luck on your FM run, Skybilz. Will we be getting a Gaia emote next?
Maybe.
That's the legacy for this run.
Oh, yes, that'll definitely be the card that describes this run. No 2 runs of this game are alike, I'm convinced. All right, put this down here. Oh gosh, not Yatagrasu, that was a card. That was a card, chat.
Your shoutouts to the Yatala.
Yes. Also, bye, Pumpkin. Sorry, friend. It's not quite Halloween time yet.
Well, here's something that made me jump in my seat. We have jumped up to $517 raised for the Go Hamster Chef Any Percent run. So thank you all so much. That is over a quarter of the way there. We're inching ever closer to the end of this run and towards the next run. So again, that time is running short. But thank you so much and for your generous donations to Malala Fund and helping us see this bonus Any Percent run.
I also wanted to say thank you again to the Sound Defense as well. Good friend of the stream. Come on, game. Let's get done with this. Yeah, this kind of rolled low, but desert's always like, if it doesn't play a lab wall, it's typically good. All right, chat, here comes the good vibes here. This is the tough part. Can we do it? We probably have realistically 2 chances at this to come under estimate, but we'll see. Mm-hmm. Despite everything, we are still here, though, which is unbelievable considering where this run was.
Right? Like, Scott, we just had to keep going until the game said, okay, sure, fine, you can get an MBD.
Wasn't only that, like the first APOW was just taking forever. I normally don't struggle with that part of the game at all, and just, we were not getting it.
And like, you were nailing the ATEX too.
Yes, thanks to a little help from my friends as well, too.
Oh, yeah.
All right, here we go. All right, chat, here we go. Everybody hang on to your butts. Get them cans of beans out, because here we go. We have to save Egypt. So we have to win 6 duels in a row in order to beat the game. 6.
Where do the cards guide us?
Mm-hmm. The only modifications we're going to be making to our deck, save if we get something good, is we're going to put those 3 dragon capture jars in before Kaiba.
Mm-hmm. At least the music is appropriately dramatic.
Oh, very much so, yeah. That middle zone is kind of considered hard mode here. Well, the good news is we get the high drop table for this, and sometimes this can drop good stuff.
Anything in particular?
You can get an actual twin-headed Thunder Dragon. Like an actual twin-headed Thunder Dragon and a Thunder Dragon.
Oh, yo.
All right, so we'll see that in a second here. I don't want to be going through the cards here. I'm trying to save every second I can here. All right, so that was Sevik. Here comes Neku. Nothing really. Kind of cool pumpkin. Yeah, we want to see MVD as much as possible, chat. Okay, this is actually not bad. Remember, we get a boost from the Yami field for Skull Knight. That's one of the reasons why we like Skull Knight, because we get the field power bonus in the first 3 duels here. Yeah, that was hard mode. Skull Knight on the openers, definitely the hard mode for Neku.
But, making good progress. Oh, baby, the Dark Magician!
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Yeah, that hand's kind of beans.
Yeah, that's kind of beans. I want to try and see if I can get the high drop table here. There we go. I don't think this is going to be enough, but that's fine. Now we just want to get the duel over. That's beans. I still think I can get Thunder Dragon off of this for BCD. What are these hands? Although the Widespread Ruin is arguably really good.
There goes the Bakuri box.
All right, time to bite the high sheen, chat. Time to bite the high sheen. All we need to do is see an MVD to clear this hurdle, by the way. All we need is a opening. In the first 10 cards, we need to see one of our 3 MVDs in a 40-card deck. Surely for charity, this game can be nice. And then after this, we'll modify our deck to put in the 3 Dragon Capture Jars. There we go. All right, you know what? We're just gonna do this. All right, GG, Haishin. That's probably hard mode.
Oh,
Okay.
no.
But we're okay.
Oh boy.
So now let's start talking about the next battle. The next battle, it's kind of like the endgame boss. I mean, the last 2 can still kill us, don't get me wrong, but the next one is the hardest battle in the game. Kaiba has a 60% chance of putting out a 4,500 creature on turn 1. Well, I don't like the tie here, but you know what? Heck ties.
What if instead
This
of
is why we
tying,
wanted
we
some
just
importance.
won?
Heck ties. Come on, put out a moon. Nope. Okay, fine.
Well, speaking of which, we put out a call for favorite Yu-Gi-Oh cards earlier, and some of chat has played their favorites in donations. Ready when you are.
Yes, go for it.
All right, let's start with this $25 donation from Ganymex, who says, my favorite card is Goti of the Deep Beyond. It may be spelled G-H-O-T-I. It's pronounced fish. And here's $10 from Ria, who says, my favorite card might just be Warrior Lady of the Wasteland. Bought the Warrior Structure deck as a kid and loved it ever since. Greetings from Journey. Greetings, Ria, and thank you both of you for sending those memories and cards in. You'll love to hear it. These both went towards our Go-Go Hamster Chef bonus any % run incentive, actually. So we're now sitting at a nice $702 out of $2,000 to get that met. We are zooming towards that, chat. You love to see it. Keep it up.
All right, here we go, chat. This is for all the marbles. I mean, all the next 3 is all for the marbles, but you know. All right, I need to take my time for a second here. All right, we're gonna take those Umis out as well, too, for Dragon Capture Jars. At least we have 3 of them. But everything still has to come out in the right order. We can still very much lose here. All right, here we go. Be nice. Be nice, Seto, please.
That's a good
Well, I
opener.
like that. Yeah. We're gonna scout. I'm gonna keep that DCJ handy. If he doesn't have 2 ultimates, we're fine. If he has 1 ultimate, it's okay. That's 3 heads.
Yeah.
That's fine. We didn't take any damage there. All right, if he doesn't have a second one, we're fine. We can handle Gay Guardian. He just can't have a second one. Please, Seto, do not have a second one. I want to see. Oh, it's a back row. Oh, that's a curveball. Okay. We're just going to put out a plain Jane MVD for now. A plain Jane one. And that's a magic card, so.
Okay.
Let's see what he got. All right.
Monster.
Oh my gosh, again? Okay, we have a second DCJ. It's not a big deal. Okay. I'm just gonna be safe here. I could have tied with it. All right, come on. Remember when I told you we needed those dragon capture jars? All right, that's Gay Guardian. This is one of the hardest Hakaiva modes you can have, chat.
All right, we got this. This has been scary, but I'm breathing again.
I'm breathing again, too. We just have to survive one more turn. Theoretically, as long as our hand's not bad. All right, that's another Gay Guardian. That is the hardest Seto I've ever gotten past. As in not died to.
GG.
All right, we're not done yet. We can still lose in these last three. That's the big hurdle to clear. What is this run? All right, here we go, chat. Time to point and laugh. Haishin's a bad man who's killed people, so we gotta laugh at the bad man's fortune. It's right. You're a bad man, Haishin. All right, we still have 2 more battles. This ain't over yet. We have, for those of you who are wrestling fans, Macho Man Randy Savage and The Undertaker. So everyone get out your best "ooh yeah" in chat.
I honestly completely forgot about that character design. Holy cow. Ha ha!
We're going to keep our DCJs in because he can, both of the last finals can pull out really bad cards. Again, I can still die to either one of these, and I have. So everybody just hang on tight, all right? Everybody hang on tight. We still need those good vibes to the end of the run. This should be? I think I'm the reason. Yeah, I think MVD is the biggest you can have, so we should be over this hurdle.
All right.
That's fun. It's Junior. Skull Knight here, coming in big.
Oh yeah. Skull Knight with the appropriate star sign to take out Blue Eyes.
Where's MVD? MVD, you're gonna show up in the last fight, right?
Hit in for the last 150 damage.
All right, so again, I cannot stress this enough. The Undertaker here can, and I repeat, can have ultimate.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, give me easy mode for charity. Give me easy mode. I've gotten past every single hard mode for charity, for the fans. Please. Can I have an easy mode here, please, Undertaker? Please. I've suffered enough.
Once again, everyone, give Skybilz your energy.
All right, we're going to put widespread down. So if he does an ultimate at the beginning, we're going to catch it. That's gate guarding? Okay, that's second hard mode. That's second hard mode.
It's more like gate guarding gone. Okay, that was...
I'm gonna use one dark energy here. I'm gonna keep the dragon treasure in my hand in case I need it, because dark energy can't go on MBD. So we're gonna save that dragon treasure for in case we need it. Okay, that's good.
Okay.
I'm gonna save that equip there in case we need it. If we see anything other than 3 heads, we win. This is the final turn, hopefully, chat. Last turn, give me your energy. I don't want to see 3 heads. No 3 heads.
Yes!
We have done it, chat. And we have an ultimate dragon on the way. We have done it. We have overcome all the odds and still have at the 255. Let's go, chat. What an epic win. Holy crap.
God, that was...
We overcame energy. Time comes right after the UN. I'll call time in a sec.
Yeah.
Time.
GG.
Oh my gosh, that was the hardest run I've ever had.
Oh my goodness.
That was fun for everyone but me. I'm just gonna put that out there. I could breathe for the first time in like 2 hours.
Yeah, but you did it.
That was amazing.
That was it. Like, if I lost, the run was over because we don't have enough time with our estimate. But that was it. We did it.
And despite all your worries, you got it under estimate.
I don't know how. Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
All right. Well, first of all, I do want to thank everyone for donating. Malala Fund is a fantastic charity. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you to everybody who donated and supported the run. Thank you to my wonderful hosts here. We had Zokubun and Pacific. Thank you, Leggy, to my commentator who had my back that entire run. Fear the Pika, Bad News Nate, Dan the Enigma. Thank you all so much also for having my back. Pika for counting, for double checking my work. What is it? Napkin math that Leggy was talking about. If you want to support further, by the way, I do run 2 GDQ hotfix shows, Random Number Generation, if you couldn't tell by the random nature of this game, and Mercy Kill. So yeah, y'all please be sure to check out all of the great programming on GDQ hotfix. If you like the RNG here, you will love the RNG of my 2 shows and of GDQ hotfix, period. Also, want to thank Author Blues as well, just being a very supportive partner. Much love to him. And thank you to everyone working behind the scenes here at Flame Fatale. Let's bite the RNG together, chat, and let's continue those incentive routes, and let's just give it our all for Malala Fund. Thank you so much again to everyone. Much love, and I will see you in chat for the rest of the marathon. Take care.
Thank you, Sky. Before I let you go, just one last thing. I do have one pun donation to send you off with and celebrate this fantastic run. Here's $5 from Dias, who says, "Garden me. You wanted puns? Remain calm and wait. Why was the Scarecrow given an award? They were outstanding in their field." And that run was absolutely outstanding. Once again, Sky, thank you so much for a fantastic run of Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories, and to Leggy for, as Sky said, for being there and keeping Sky on straight. We've got more fantastic runs for you, chat, so stick around. We'll be right back. Whoopsie, chat. You're not seeing the last of me yet. What a fantastic run from Skybilz that was. Oh my goodness. Just so much drama and RNG. My heart nearly stopped a couple of times just watching that. Like, is she gonna make it? Will they get through? And they pulled it through. That was amazing. And you know what? You all in chat are celebrating with me because I'm getting those donations. I'm getting that love, and you love to see it. Here's $100 from Anon, who says, I played this game obsessively when it first came out, and to see Skybilz play it with such enthusiasm brought back such great memories. And it's my first time ever donating to something like this. So thank you for all that you are doing. Thank you, Anon, because again, all of your generous donations are going towards Malala Fund and also towards helping us meet that Go-Go Hamster Chef bonus any percent run. Like I said, you don't have much time. We're about like half an hour away at this point, but we're at 50% of the way there, a little over even, because we've reached $1,197 met out of that $2,000 goal. So keep it coming. Keep sending that love in. Make sure you select that incentive when you make your donation so it counts. And chat, today I know we started straight into the runs. We couldn't wait for the action. And I've been telling you that your donations go to help benefit Malala Fund, can go towards getting more games, more gameplay in this run with these incentives. But you know what they can also go towards? Prizes. And let's head over to the prize cave to show you what fantastic prizes you've got in store today.